Okay, this is part 2 of Are We Having Fun Yet? Basically, wine, I always talk about wine should be fun, but most of my YouTubes have not been fun for me, so I don't know how they would be fun for you. So now I'm doing this without a script. I am just unpacking some of the wines I got, and I'm not sure I can be quite as exuberant as a child who's undoing presents online, but I can come close. By the way, I'm Ellen from the blog Wine Talk with Ellen. I started it really for people to have more fun with wine, and then I started this YouTube videos, and I thought, oh God, I'm looking at myself and thinking, well, I'm not amused. I don't know, you're gonna think it's funny, or having fun with it. So let's go see. All right, what I did for part 1 is I unpacked 4 boxes of wines that came from my wine club. I knew pretty much what was in all of them, but I did, now, I also know exactly what's in these boxes because I bought them. This was Black Friday, and they were offering 55% off on wines. And I basically knew which ones I wanted, so this was like insanity. Talk about a kid in a candy shop. Is that what they say? Yeah, sure. This is unscripted, which you will know because I get tripped. I cannot memorize lines, and I come out, I get tripped up, and this way you just know that whatever's coming out of my mouth is what was in my head, for good or for bad. So I'm going to, and also at the very least, I get to unpack these wines to put away. Okay, what I have here is, all right, first of all, let me go back. There is Laithwaites is, I think it's out of England, and they have very small wineries that they're affiliated with. And some people may know about them because they may be on their wine clubs. I am not part of their wine club because I don't like other people to make a decision for me. It's very similar to the wines that are in the Wall Street Journal Club. But I do know where the wines ultimately get sold from, which is in, well, it happens to be in New York, I'm not sure if it's all of them. It's called, well, forget it. We're not going to know. But when I think of it, I'll put it in the description somewhere. And so I go to the actual wine store because you have to have a distributor in each state. And the distributor is not far from me. I mean, it's about an hour, but it's not like, I live in New York State. It's not like in Buffalo, which is far. So this is, so these wines, what happened was I went through, when you go to the taste, they have a tasting usually in the spring. And I go with my husband, and we each make our own notes. And there are no official notes, which is what I tell people, don't bother to do. Well, if you watch some of my other videos, I say, make your own choices when you're tasting wine. What does it mean to you? Mine is usually, if you look at some of mine are, my husband usually goes with check marks. I go with meh with an exclamation point. Or I go with really good, or a star, or I go, if it's on sale, which 55% off is my price point. So, all right, this is Canet Rôti, a Minervois from France. I believe this one is also from Minervois. Minervois is a great section of France if you want, they're not always easy to get wines from there. Oh, Barrel Monkeys. These are from Australia. They do a whole, RH, a whole redhead section. I happen to like these more than my husband does. One of my sons are not little. We're not bringing 4-year-olds to these things. And one of my sons really loves the redhead ones. Those, yeah, if you're gonna like those, they are like, whoa. Australian wine, these Australian wines, what's the alcohol content on this one? Yes, well, it is there. Whoa, they're really hiding it on that. Shoot. Oh, 14 and a half. I did actually mention on one of the YouTube videos, it's a little like, where's Waldo, trying to find the percentages sometimes. It does tell you a lot about what's in the bottle because some of them are knock your socks off and some are a little more mellow. This is incredible wine from Tuscany. We buy, by the way, we buy almost 2 of everything so that if we have people over, we don't want to say, oh, I'm sorry, you can't have any more. And now this one is Pickpool. Pickpool is a white wine. We actually made a mistake on this one and bought 2 different ones because we do not buy a tremendous amount of white wines. We drink red with almost everything, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, here's my Canet Rosé. Roti. Again, French. I'm also getting a tremendous amount accomplished by unpacking this. Okay, this one is the Dip. They only had 1 of these, but my husband happened to like this one. It was in his notes that he liked it, so we bought the one. This one is, you can tell this is unscripted, but I'm having fun. Barbaresco, Italian. This is also Italian. Let's throw that box. Although, actually, I don't have that many. I probably could have kept them out here. And these 2. This is extra because we had bought 2 cases. Because the deal for the 55% off was 2 cases, which was not hard for us to do. But at the end, we noticed that they had these. This is called like Claret. It used to be Bordeaux used to refer to all Bordeaux. The British used to refer to all Bordeaux wines as Claret. But then they made something called like Claret in Bordeaux. I actually have been to Bordeaux and I had it there. Because why would you take me seriously if I hadn't been there? No, that doesn't mean anything. It's just I happen to like wine. Okay, this is a Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, more Italian. Again, we had almost all of these. 1427. This one is a Xinomavra, which is from, I believe, Greece. I hope so, now that I just said that. Symposium. Greek, yes. Delicious. I mean, again, these are not surprises to me. I'm just excited because we tasted them and liked them at the wine tasting, and then to be able to buy them for, 55% off. More Italian. That's the double of the other. Are you excited about here? Purple Owl. This one we did not try, but if you can find somebody at a wine store who actually knows what they're selling and knows what is good and tastes good and is not an outrageous amount of money, one of my most popular posts was I write about a lot about Trader Joe's wines. These are not Trader Joe's wines. But if you can go to a Trader Joe's wines and find somebody who works there who really knows their stuff, it's like priceless because their deals at Trader Joe's are incredible. But we have none in New York State anymore. I keep hinting to Trader Joe's, but we still don't have one. We're not going to go there. This is, what is this one? Oh, a Tannat, which normally I wouldn't buy, but I have 2 Tannats that I've bought elsewhere in different parts of the world. One in France, one in California. And I want to do a comparison. The best way to learn wines is to compare them. And Bordeaux. We've had this one before too. I was supposed to write about Bordeaux, but my script got so long and I was so bored of what I was writing that I switched over to do this fun stuff. And also to unpack this. Again, I think we're almost at the end. Bordeaux. So what I started to say is, best way is to compare wines. And I do have a store on the blog called Wine Discovery Made Fun. Back to the fun concept. And they're fun mats that you can just, because the best way to learn is to say, I'm not sure exactly why this wine, but I do prefer it, and then you find out what it is, and then you sort of investigate it so you can get other wines. Or you have, since I keep saying try before you buy, have a party and have a whole bunch of people bring either their favorite wines, whatever theme you want to go with, and then cover them up and then compare them. See what your favorite is. You can put them in price order, and nobody's going to know price order. I would say 99% 99% of people will never be able to put the wines in price order. And most people are you have the people who go, oh, it's more money, it's better. No. Okay, so now I have babbled long enough. Well, I've actually had fun with this one, which is important. And my editor God knows what he's going to do. He's going to say, have you lost your mind? And he may put notes below like, you should have said. At this point, when I was talking about the mats in the store, there may be one that gets edited in so you can see it. But I would like you to know, and I will put that in there somewhere, I have a free wine guide, which is my ultimate wine guide. And they're like 8 or 9 little, really quick guides about wine. Once you see the picture of it, you will understand the 8 of them. And because the more you know, the more comfortable you'll be, and then you can have more fun and not worry about so many things. Do not overspend, though, because the second you spend a lot, my expectations are insane when I spend more money. So, okay, now what should I say now? I should probably tell you to subscribe, which I would have if I had a script, but I don't, because you want to know that somebody is interested enough. So you want to keep this fun going, or else you're going to say, this poor woman. Subscribe to her channel already. No, I do have fun with this. So I really want to share it. And I probably should say something now, but I have no script. So we're going to go with this, and I'm going to end with cheers.